Hello dear students, welcome to my channel Maths with Panindra. In this video, we are going to discuss about the complex numbers, MSET, JEE and BITSAT type questions. We are going to discuss. I will complete. I already given in the intermediate the concepts and relations in the playlist. Once you go to my channel Maths with Panindra, in that playlist it is available. The concepts I already explained regarding the complex numbers. Now we are going to discuss the multiple choice questions in this video. So let us have a discussion. The first question: the points in the set of z belongs to C, argument of z minus 2 divided by z minus 6i is equal to pi by 2, where C denotes the set of all complex numbers lie on the curve which is either circle or pair of straight lines or parabola or hyperbola. So we are going to calculate now which the curve according to the given condition. So first, what condition is given there? Argument of z minus 2 divided by z minus 6i is equal to pi by 2. We know that argument of z1 by argument of z2, we have the formula argument of z1 minus argument of z2. So, argument of z minus 2 minus argument of z minus 6i is equal to pi by 2. What is z represents? Generally, z is equal to x plus iy. Here, z is equal to x plus iy. So, argument of x plus iy minus 2 minus argument of x plus iy minus 6i is equal to pi by 2. Write in the complex number form argument of x minus 2 plus iy minus argument of x plus I into y minus 6 into equal to pi by 2. Argument of z is equal to tan inverse of y by x. If z is equal to x plus iy, argument of z is tan inverse of y by x. So argument of x plus iy, it is in the form. So we can write it as tan inverse of y by x minus 2 minus tan inverse of y minus 6 divided by x equal to pi by 2. And one more important formula, tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. Here I am mentioning all the formulae, whatever it is related. Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. So by using the formula, we can write it as tan inverse of y by x minus 2 minus y minus 6 by x whole divided by 1 plus y by x minus 2 into y minus 6 divided by x is equal to pi by 2. This tan inverse, we can take this side tan pi by 2. So from here I am explaining that. So if you remove this side is tan inverse, it will become tan pi by 2. So the rest of the terms, here LCM is x minus 2 and x. So x into x minus 2. So x into y, xy minus x minus 2 into y minus 6. Whole divided by x into x minus 2 minus plus y into y minus 6 divided by LCM is x minus x into x minus 2 tan pi by 2. Tan pi by 2 means what? Infinity. Infinity can be written as 1 by 0. So these two denominators will be cancelled and we have x minus 2 into y minus 6 divided by x into x minus 2 is x square minus 2x plus y square minus 6y is equal to 1 by 0. So cross multiply, you will get direct answer x square plus y square minus 2x minus 6y equal to 0. It represents a circle equation. It is in the form of x square plus y square plus 2j plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. So it represents a circle equation. So the related curve is a circle, which is the first option. The second question: if omega is a complex cube roots of unity, then sine of omega power 10 plus omega power 23 into pi minus pi by 4 is equal to. First we have to get the information about omega is a complex cube roots of unity. Whenever omega is cube roots of unity, that means then we have omega cube is equal to 1 and 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. These two informations keep in mind, dear students. This is very fundamental in complex numbers. Now come to the question. In the question, sine of omega power 10 plus omega power 23 pi minus pi by 4. This is the question. This value we are going to calculate now. This omega power 10 and omega power 23 in powers of omega power 3 I am writing. See, observe carefully. Sine of omega power 10 can be written as omega power 9 into omega plus omega power 23 can be written as omega power 21 into omega square into pi minus pi by 4. In the next step, omega power 9 can be written as omega power 3 whole cube. Omega power 21 can be written as omega power 3 whole power 7. So it will become sine of omega power 3 whole power 3 into omega plus omega power 21 can be written as omega power 3 whole power 7 into omega square into pi minus pi by 4. We know that omega power 3 value is 1. No? So 1 into omega. So it will become sine of 1 into omega plus 1 cube into 1 power 7 into omega square into pi minus pi by 4. 1 power anything is 1 only. No? So it will become sine of omega plus omega square. 1 power 7 is also 1. Omega square into pi minus pi by 4. 1 plus omega square equal to 0. So 1 omega plus omega square. From this information, omega plus omega square is equal to minus 1. So in place of omega plus omega square, you have to replace with minus 1. It will become sine of minus 1 into pi. So minus pi by 4, which is equal to sine of minus 5 pi by 4. Directly I am writing minus 4 into minus pi, minus 4 pi minus pi minus pi by 4. Sine of minus theta minus sine theta. So minus sine 5 pi by 4. That is also minus sine of 5 pi by 4 can be written as pi plus pi by 4. Sine of pi plus theta minus sine theta. So minus sine pi by 4. Sine of pi plus theta is minus sine theta. You remember that? Sine of pi plus theta equal to minus sine theta. So minus into minus is plus. Sine pi by 4. What is sine pi by 4? 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 is the right answer. For the student purpose understanding, I am writing each and every step. Otherwise, I will write that. For the convenience of the student, I am writing each and every step. You have to remember that. The next question. If M1, M2, M3 and M4 respectively denote the moduli of the complex numbers 1 plus 4i, 3 plus I, 1 minus I and 2 minus 3i, then the correct one among the following. These are the options. See here, 4 complex numbers are given whose moduli is M1, M2, M3 and M4. So first, what is the complex number? First complex number Z1 I am assuming that, which is equal to 1 plus 4i, whose modulus I am taking as M1. So taking modulus mod Z1 is equal to M1 equal to square root of 1 square plus 4 square. So root 17, it is approximately 4 point something. Next, Z2 is a complex number 3 plus I. So mod Z2. Second complex number modulus is M2, modulate plural word. So M2 equal to square root of 3 square plus 1 square. So which is equal to root 9 plus 1 is root 10, it is 3 point something. Exactly 3.012 like it will come. Next, Z3 is the third complex number, that is 1 minus I, whose magnitude. So modulus Z3 equal to M3, which is equal to root of 1 square plus minus 1 whole square is also 1 square. So it will become root 2. Root 2 is 1.414. Next, Z4 is the last complex number, that is 2 minus 3I, whose modulus Z4 equal to M4, root of 2 square, that means 4, 2 square plus minus 3 whole square, that is also 3 square, root 4 plus 9, that is root 13. Root 13 is also nearby the value 3.234 like this it will come, that is nearby value. So among that, which order is right value? That we can check. So among these values, first one is 1.414. This value is less than 3.02012 is less than, this is also approximate values. This value is also less than 3.234, which is also less than 4 point something. So 1.414 is the value related to M3, which is less than 3.01 is related to M2, which is 3.21 which is related to M4, which is related to M1. So M3 is less than M2, is less than M4, is less than M1, which is there in the third option. We will move to the next question now. The next question. This type of questions they are asking in the complex numbers, especially in MCET examination. The students have to remember, if A equal to 1 minus I root 3 by 2, then match the following columns and choose the correct answer for the column 2. So in column 1, they have given some values. In column 2, respected answers they given. We have to match from column 1 to column 2 by finding these values. So one by one we will calculate now. So first one, A equal to given as the complex number 1 minus I root 3 by 2. The complex conjugate is denoted by A bar. Complex conjugate means wherever I minus is there, plus you have to write. Suppose plus is there, minus you have to write. 1 plus I root 3 divided by 2. This is the value of A bar. Now come to the first question. A into A bar, it is equal to, in both complex numbers, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 4. A minus B into A plus B, A square minus B square, 1 square minus B square, I square, root 3 whole square is 3, I square value minus 1. So 1 by 4 into 1 minus of minus 1 plus I square value minus 1, minus into minus plus 3. So 4 by 4 it is equal to 1 only. No? So A bar value we got it as 1, so it will be reaches to 4. 4 we have 3 options. So now what we have to do? Argument of 1 by A bar. So 1 by A bar equal to 1 plus I root 3 by 2. So argument of 1 by A bar is equal to argument of 1 by A bar equal to argument of A bar. Argument of 1 by A means argument of A simply. That is equal to argument of A. Argument of A means argument of A value is what? 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. Argument means tan inverse of. Better to write whenever you are writing like this. Argument means you have to write in the Euler form. Euler form means argument of, better to write like this only. 1 by 2 means cos theta. Here 1 by 2 in terms of cos 60 degrees. 60 means pi by 3 minus I into sin pi by 3. So argument of this can be written as e power minus is there no? Minus I theta. Theta value is pi by 3. Here whatever minus angle theta is there, that is called the argument. So minus pi by 3. Minus pi by 3 is the argument of this complex number. Argument of e power I theta is theta. So implied minus is there, minus only will come. So minus pi by 3. Minus pi by 3, where it will be? This one. So for B, first option, 4, 1, where it will be? Again 4, 1, two options are there. So A option is not correct, C option is also not correct. Again we have only B and D options. Even third option also too, it is there common. So third we will calculate A minus A bar. A minus A bar. What that means? Subtracting these two. So here 1 by 2, here 1 by 2 common, 1 by 2 take out common. A bar means 1 minus I root 3. Minus A bar, so minus of this value. Minus 1 minus I root 3. Plus 1 minus 1 cancel, that is equal to minus I root 3 minus I root 3 minus 2 I root 3 divided by 2. 2 to get cancelled, which is equal to minus I root 3. Minus I root 3, where it will be? That means 4, 1, 2. 4, 1, 2, even in these two options it is there. Deciding factor is last one. So now, imaginary of 4 by 3 into 1 by A. So 1 by A means imaginary of 4 by 3 times of A bar. The reciprocal of the complex number is complex conjugate. A bar you can write it. So imaginary of 4 by 3 into, what is A bar? A bar I already wrote now. So 1 by 2 into 1 plus I root 3. So 2 ones are 2 twos are. So imaginary of 2 into 1 by 3. 2 by 3 into 1 plus I root 3. Now multiplying imaginary of 2 by 3 plus I into 2 root 3 divided by 3. In this, what is imaginary number? This is the real part, this is imaginary part. I want only this part. So except I, 2 root 3 divided by 3. Root 3 times will be cancelled, that is equal to 2 by root 3. So imaginary part of 4 by 3 into 1 by A is equal to 2 by root 3, which is there in the 6th. So for fourth one, 6th. So we have the second option is the right option, fourth option is not correct option. So this is the way one we have to do that. Once again I'll repeat here. Imaginary of 4 by 3 into 1 by A means imaginary of reciprocal of the complex number is equal to complex conjugate. You have to remember this point. We'll move to the next question now. The next question. The locus of the point z equal to x plus iy satisfy mod z minus 2i by z plus 2i equal to 1 is, see here, given condition is mod z minus 2i where z is equal to obviously x plus iy. Mod z1 by z2 is equal to mod z1 by mod z2. One of the property we have. So by using this property, the given condition will come as mod z minus 2i is equal to divided by mod z plus 2i is equal to 1. So by cross multiplying mod z minus 2i is equal to mod z plus 2i, z is equal to x plus iy minus 2i is equal to x plus iy plus 2i. So x plus I take common y minus 2, which is equal to mod x plus I take common y plus 2. So modulus of a complex number mod z is equal to mod x plus iy is equal to square root of x square plus y square. We have the formula. So similarly, mod z plus z of mod x plus I into y minus 2 is square root of x square plus y minus 2 whole square, which is equal to square root of x square plus y plus 2 whole square. Squaring on both sides, we will get x square plus y minus 2 whole square, which is equal to x square plus y plus 2 whole square. On both sides, y square, x square get cancelled. This y minus 2 whole square we are taking there. So y plus 2 whole square minus y minus 2 whole square equal to 0. So it is in the form of a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square, that is equal to 4ab. So 4 into y into 2 equal to 0. Therefore 8y equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 means what? X-axis. So the required locus is x-axis. So x-axis is there in the first option. We will move to the next question. The next question. A value of n such that root 3 by 2 plus I by 2 whole power n equal to 1. For what value of n this value is equal to 1? That we have to find. See here, it's very easy question. Root 3 by 2, you have to write this complex number in the form of cos theta plus I sin theta. Cos theta, when it will be root 3 by 2? Cos 30. So cos 30 means pi by 6 plus I into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 in terms of sin 30. Sin pi by 6. Whole power n is equal to 1. Cos theta plus I sin theta can be written as cis theta. So cis of theta value is what? Pi by 6. Whole power n is equal to 1. By using de Moivre's theorem, it will become cis of n pi by 6 is equal to 1. By taking the values of different values, option verification you can go that. If you take n is equal to 12, option verification. First option I am selecting, a equal to n is equal to 12 I am taking. So cis of 12 pi by 6, that means cis of 2 pi, that means cos 2 pi plus I sin 2 pi. Cos 2 pi value 1 plus I into sin 2 pi value 0. So it will be ultimately 1. We are getting 1 only now. So n is equal to 12 is the right answer. No need to go for B option, C option, D option. So 12 is the right option. We will move to the next question now. The next question. The product of the distinct 2nth roots of the complex number 1 plus I root 3 is equal to. Here you have to remember one important formula. The product of the distinct nth roots of z is equals to minus 1 whole power n minus 1 into z. That is the formula. The product of the distinct nth roots of complex number z is equals to minus 1 whole power n minus 1 times of z. Here also in place of n, 2n is there. So according to the problem, it will comes minus 1 whole power 2n minus 1 into complex number 1 plus I root 3. Minus 1 whole power 2n minus 1 is the odd number. So odd number of times it will be powerized, means it will become minus 1 into 1 plus I root 3. So each and every time multiplying by minus 1 minus I root 3. This is the right answer. So it is there in the second option. You have to remember this important point. We will move to the next one. The next question. The locus problems guarantee one question in the MCET examination in the complex numbers. And even regularly we are expecting in the JEE mains also, JEE mains and BITSAT also, regularly they are asking. So We will discuss these questions. The locus of the point z is equal to x plus iy satisfying equation mod z minus 1 by z plus 1 equal to 1. In the previous question itself, I said that mod z1 by z2 is equal to mod z1 by mod z2. So by using that, we can write it as mod z minus 1 divided by mod z plus 1, which is equal to 1 by cross multiplying mod z minus 1 is equal to mod z plus 1. So mod x plus iy minus 1, which is equal to mod x plus iy plus 1. That implies that mod x minus 1 plus iy, which is equal to mod x plus 1 into plus iy. So complex number, square root of x minus 1 whole square plus y square equal to square root of x plus 1 whole square plus y square. Squaring on both sides, you will get x minus 1 whole square plus y square equal to x plus 1 whole square plus y square. On both sides, y square get cancelled. So x plus 1 whole square, this value we are taking this side, minus x minus 1 whole square equal to 0. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is 4xy. 4 into x into 1. So x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 means y-axis, but x is equal to 0, direct answer is given. So first option is the right option for us. Similar procedure for here also, but the thing is here 2 is there. So again by using this property, so it will becomes z minus I is equal to 2 times of z plus I. So x plus iy minus I is equal to 2 times of x plus I, x plus iy plus I. So mod x plus I into y minus 1 equal to 2 into x plus I into y plus 1. Square root of x square plus y minus 1 whole square is equal to 2 into square root of x square plus y plus 1 whole square. Squaring on both sides, x square plus y minus 1 whole square equal to 4 into x square plus y plus 1 whole square. So x square plus y square minus 2y plus 1 equal to 4x square. Directly I am multiplying 4y square plus 4 into 8y, 4 into 2y plus 4y square. Y square plus 1 plus 1 is there. So it's not y square, 4. So both sides, so first x square I am taking this side. 4x square minus x square is 3x square. 4y square minus y square is plus 3y square. Next xy, in this value also we can take the side 10y. So 4 plus 1 we can take plus 3, which is the required locus to the corresponding given condition. So 3x square plus 3y square plus 10y plus 3, which is there in the second option. We will go to the next question now. Here, next question. If alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 respectively denote the moduli of the complex numbers minus I, 1 by 3 times of 1 plus I and minus 1 plus I, then their increasing order is, So first alpha 1 is the modulus of the first complex number. First complex number is mod minus I. It is in the form of x plus iy, x value is 0, y value is minus 1. So root of 0 plus minus 1 whole square, root 1. Next, alpha 2, modulus of 1 by 3 into 1 plus I. So 1 by 3, square root of 1 square plus 1 square. So root 2 by 3, which is equal to 1.414 by 3. So it will become 0.474, like this it will come 0. Approximately alpha 3, modulus of minus 1 plus I. So the square root of 1 square plus 1 square is equal to root 2. Root 2 means 1.414. They are asking to write in the increasing order. Increasing order. First it will come like this. So 0.474. After that 1 will come. After that 1.414. Write in the order 0.474, which value is out for 2. 1 value is out for 1. 1.411 is all for 3. This is the increasing order to the corresponding given question. So all for 2, all for 1, all for 3. So third option is the right option. We will move to the next question now. The next question. If Z1, Z2 are two complex numbers satisfying mod Z1 minus 3 Z2 by 3 minus Z1 Z2 bar equal to 1 and Z1 bar modulus of Z1 is not equal to 3 and modulus of Z2 is equal to, see here, so again by using mod Z1 by Z2 equal to mod Z1 by mod Z2, so by using that you can get the mod Z1 minus 3 Z2 is equal to 3 times of minus mod 3 minus Z1 into Z2 bar. Squaring on both sides, mod Z1 minus 3 Z2 bar whole square equal to mod 3 minus Z1 into Z2 bar whole square. We know that in the complex numbers, mod Z bar square, mod Z square can be written as Z into Z bar. This is one of the important property. So here also mod, this is completely one complex number. So we can write it as Z1 minus 3 Z2 into the conjugate of this complex number, Z1 bar minus 3 Z2 bar, which is also equal to 3 minus Z1 into Z2 bar into the complex of conjugate of these complex numbers, 3 minus Z1 bar into Z2 bar complex Z2 will come. Why? Because Z2 bar complex number, the conjugate of a complex conjugate is also a complex number. 2 times complex conjugate is there, that value equal to Z2. Now actual multiplication, Z1 into Z1 bar, Z1 into Z1 bar, minus 3 into Z1 Z2 bar, next minus 3 into Z1 bar into Z2, minus into minus plus, 3 3s are 9, Z2 into Z2 bar. So this side multiplication is over, equal to 3 3s are 9, 3 into minus 3 into Z2 into Z1 bar, minus 3 into Z1 into Z2 bar, minus into minus plus Z1 into Z1 bar, like this, Z2 into Z2 bar. So on both sides, minus 3 Z1 Z2 bar, minus 3 Z1 Z2 bar, even minus Z1 bar Z2, minus 3 Z1 bar Z2. After that, Z bar, magnitude of Z bar square equal to Z into Z bar. So Z1 into Z1 bar is mod Z1 bar square plus 9 into Z2 into Z2 bar. So mod Z2 bar square, which is equal to, even that also no need to write, 9 you can take this side, minus 9, and Z1 into Z1 bar is mod Z1 bar square, Z2 into Z2 bar, mod Z2 bar square. That also we are taking this sign, minus Z1 bar square, Z1 square into mod Z2 square, which is equal to 0. From these two, 9 take common. From these two, mod Z1 take common. So mod Z1 bar if whole square, if we take out common from first and last terms, 1 minus mod Z2 bar, Z2 square From these two, 9 if you take out common, minus 9 if you take out common, 1 minus z2 bar square is equal to 0. That implies 1 minus mod z2 square into mod z1 square minus 9 equal to 0. So that implies 1 minus z2 bar square equal to 0, or mod z1 bar square minus 9 equal to 0. So from here 1 is equal to z2 bar square. That implies that z2 is equal to 1, or z1 bar square equal to 9, mod z1 is equal to 3. But since it is given z1, mod z1 is not equal to 3. So since mod z1 is not equal to 3, then obviously mod z2 value is equal to 1 only. They are asking mod z2. That value is equal to 1, which is there in the first option. This is the way you can go. You will get the answer, dear students. And this is a very, very important property. This one as well as this one. Based on that, we got this answer. This is the way we have to do that. The next question. The value of sigma n equal to 0 to infinity 2I by 3 whole power n equal to. So these are the options available for us. So first consider sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity 2I divided by 3 whole power n is equal to. First n is equal to 0 if we substitute 2I by 3 whole power 0 plus 2I by 3 whole power 1 plus 2I by 3 whole square plus 2I divided by 3 whole cube and so on. Anything power 0 is 1, so we can write it as 1 plus 2I by 3 whole power 1, 2I by 3 whole power 2 plus 2I by 3 whole power 3 and so on. By observing this series is in infinite GB, we have that S infinity is equal to A by 1 minus R, where A is the first term, R is the common ratio. We know that what is the meaning of common ratio. Second term divided by first term is called common ratio. So, according to the series, A is the first term, A value is 1, A value 1 and common ratio is 2I by 3. So substitute there 1 by 1 minus 2I by 3 by taking LCM and all, 3 by 3 minus 2I. So after taking LCM, 3 is the denominator to numerator, 3 minus 2I. So this complete series value will becomes S infinity, that is 3 by 2 minus, here only you have to write it, why? Because it's infinity. 1 by 1 minus 2I by 3, so which is equal to 1 by 3 minus 2I by 3, which is equal to 3 by 3 minus 2I. So by rationalizing, what is the 3 plus 2I is the complex conjugate, multiplying and dividing with that. So 3 times of 3 plus 2I divided by a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, so 9 plus 4, 13. So 3 3 is a 9 plus 6I divided by 13, which is the right option. Therefore, sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity 2I by 3 whole power n is equal to 9 plus 6I divided by 13, which is there in the first option. We will move to the next question now. The next question, if capital Xn equal to cos of pi by 2 power n plus I into sin of pi by 2 power n, then product of n is equal to 1 to infinity capital Xn equal to, see first capital Xn is equal to cos of pi by 2 power n plus I into sin of pi by 2 power n. Now consider pi means product of n is equal to 1 to infinity, capital Xn equal to, first n is equal to 1, substitute. This can be written as simplest way, cis of pi by 2 power n. Even here also n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, substitute. First n is equal to 1, substituting in this. Cis of pi by 2 plus, product it is not plus, into cis of n is equal to 2, substituting. So pi by 2 square into cis means cos theta plus I sin theta, that is the meaning, divided by pi by 2 power 3 into, and so on up to infinity. No need to write all the terms. So now we know that in the earlier classes in complex numbers, cis alpha into cis beta into cis gamma and so on. Suppose here three angles are there. This can be written as cis of alpha plus beta plus gamma we are writing. So here pi by 2 square, pi by 2 cube and so on it will be there. So this can be expressed as cis of pi by 2 plus pi by 2 whole square, pi by 2 square, not pi by 2 whole square, plus pi by 2 cube plus and so on. After that, cis of pi take common, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 2 cube plus and so on. This bracket value, again it is sum to infinity model. A by 1 minus r. In this series, a is the first term, that is 1 by 2. And common ratio r is also 1 by 2 whole square by 1 by 2, again 1 by 2. So s infinity value, cis of pi into a by 1 minus r. A value is 1 by 2 by 1 minus 1 by 2. So cis of pi into 1 by 2 by 1 by 2. So cis of pi, which is equal to cos pi plus I sin pi. Sin pi value 0, cos pi value minus 1. So ultimately this value is equal to minus 1. Therefore, product of n is equal to 1 to infinity, capital Xn is equal to minus 1, which is there in the first option. These type of questions you have to concentrate, dear students, in the competitive examinations like MSET, BITSET and JEE Mains. The next question, if the amplitude of z minus 2i minus 3i is pi by 4, then the locus of z equal to x plus iy is, see, amplitude of z minus 2i minus 3x. Z minus 2 minus 3i is equal to, z value is x plus iy minus 2 minus 3i. So x minus 2 plus I into y minus 3. This is the complex number, z minus 2 minus 3i. The amplitude of this value, amplitude of z minus 2 minus 3i is equal to pi by 4. It is given. Amplitude of z minus 2 or minus 3i is argument of this complex number. Argument of complex number is what? Tan inverse of this complex number is equal to what? Y by x. Y value is what here? Y minus 3 divided by x minus 2, which is equal to pi by 4. You remember that, dear students? Amplitude of z is equal to x plus iy is also equal to argument of z is equal to x plus iy. That is equal to tan inverse of y by x. So in place of y and x, whatever the values are there, that you can. In place of z minus 2i minus 3y, value is this only, no. So in place of y, what value is there? Y minus 3. In place of x minus 2. So tan inverse we are taking this side. Y minus 3 divided by x minus 2 equal to tan pi by 4. What is tan pi by 4? 1. So y minus 3 divided by x minus 2 equal to 1. Cross multiply. Y minus 3 equal to x minus 2. So x minus 2 minus y plus 3 equal to 0. So x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. This is the required locus. X minus y plus 1. X minus y plus 1, which is in the fourth option. This is the required locus to the corresponding given condition. If omega is a complex cube roots of unity, then 225 plus 3 omega plus 8 omega square whole square plus 3 omega square plus 8 omega whole square equal to, these are the options are available for us. We know that whenever omega is a complex cube roots of unity, we have two important points. If omega is a complex cube roots of unity, then we have omega cube equal to 1 and 1 plus omega square equal to 0. Even if whenever it is required in the answer, if it is required omega plus omega square equal to minus 1 also, we can write it. Based on this we can write it. So now consider the given 225 plus here 3 omega plus 8 omega square whole square is there, no? 3 omega, this 8 omega square in terms of 3 we have to write it. So 3 omega square plus 5 omega square whole square plus even here also 3 omega square, 8 omega can be written as 3 omega plus 5 omega whole square. 225 plus, from these two 3 take common, 3 into omega plus omega square plus 5 omega square whole square plus, from these two 3 take common, omega square plus omega plus 5 omega whole square. We know that omega plus omega square equal to minus 1. So substitute in place of omega plus omega square, that value is minus 1. So it will becomes 225 plus minus 3 plus 5 omega square whole square plus minus 3 plus 5 omega whole square, which is equal to 225 plus a minus b whole square expansion, minus 3 whole square 9 plus 25 omega power 4 minus 5 3s are 15, 2s are 30, minus 30 omega square plus minus 3 whole square is 9 plus 25 omega square minus 30 omega. 225 plus 9 plus 9, 18 plus 225, so it will become 243. Omega power 4 can be written as omega power 3 into omega. So omega 3 power 3 is 1 into omega. So ultimately omega power 4 equal to omega. So it will become 25 omega minus 30 omega square plus 25 omega square minus 30 omega. 243. 25 omega minus 30 omega minus 5 omega. Minus 30 omega square plus 25 omega square minus 5 omega square. Minus 5 take common. 243 minus 5 if we take out common, omega plus omega square. We know that omega plus omega square value is equal to minus 1. So it will becomes 243 minus 5 into minus 1. So which is equal to 243 plus 5, which is equal to 248, which is there in the second option. So thank you for watching my channel. If you have any doubts regarding this, please write to my comment box. I will help you. Dear students, this is the I think 5th or 6th video in the complex numbers. In the intermediate, I have completed complex numbers in IP. I think 8 to 7 videos are there. First, you have to approach that concepts. After that, you can enter into the MSET or JEE BITSET multiple choice questions. Then it will be useful for you. Thank you for watching.